Inoue and Gervonta Davis is the next fight taking place. Guys, can we stop it? Stop with the blasphemy. This is disrespectful to Gervonta Tank Davis. Obviously, I'm very impressed with Inoue. I'm not trying to take anything away from Inoue, but Gervonta Tank Davis is on a different level. He's too big. He's too big. If it's talent, and we're talking pound for pound, then you have a conversation. We could talk about that, but there's basically 20 pounds between the guys in their weight divisions, not only at their walk-around weight. Their walk-around rate is probably significantly, drastic in terms of a difference, but just to say that this fight is going to take place anytime soon, you guys got to throw that out of the book. Take that out of the book, because that's not happening. This fight is not happening anytime soon. Inoue is a tremendous fighter. That nobody expected that fight from Cool Boy Steph. I think a lot of boxing purists were surprised by that. They didn't expect Cool Boy Steph to go out like that. They thought, if anything, Inoue was going to have to, settle for a decision, and stopping him in the 8th round in the way that he did it shocked a lot of people and put a lot of people on notice about Inoue. And it's not just hype. It's not just, locker room talk where we hear about a guy and we say, is he the real deal? He's the real deal. And if you don't know, now you know. But Inoue's so talented. I just don't think that the Tank fight will ever really make sense, if that makes any sense. But just because Tank is basically, he's a 135 pounder, a solid 135 pounder. He's had trouble staying at 130 as long as he did. We know that going into that Leo Santa Cruz fight, it was hard for Tank to make 130. Now people want to see Inoue and Tank at 126. Like, guys, he had a hard time making 130. What sense does that make? And then Inoue's moving up to 26. That's easier for him. But to say that Tank's going down in weight and then you have Inoue coming up, it's a can of worms that we don't want to deal with. We don't want to have to deal with. Obviously, these are two of the most exciting power punchers in the lower weight divisions, and we want to see them clash. We want to see these mega fights happen. We want to see the best versus the best, but this just doesn't make sense, at least not right now. I need to see Inoue go up to 130, clean out that division, and then we could talk about potentially seeing that Tank fight. And I think that's easy work for Tank, I'm not going to lie. Just because of size, you could have all the talent in the world, but I think that there are weight classes for a reason. And not to say that Inoue's not talented to where he can jump up and go back down, but I think 135 is kind of pushing it, and taking into account that Tank hasn't fought at 135 in a while. He fought at 136-pound catch weight, and then you see him fighting at 140, so he's getting comfortable at 140. He's going to eventually go up there. Is that fight going to happen in time? I don't think so. I think it's just people getting excited about, talented fighters, and I don't blame anybody, but I think that's a good fight. That's more of a dream fight, a dream matchup, because both of the fighters have power in both hands. They don't like to waste their shots. You don't see a lot of guys with precision and power and speed. That's a rare combination. These guys are both so calculated. Inoue in that fight against Cool Boy Steph, we didn't expect to see him land with... He was always touching Cool Boy. Let's not get it twisted. He was always touching him. He wasn't missing, and Cool Boy wasn't making him miss, but that was also because Inoue's so talented and calculated. He knew when he was looking to hunt down Cool Boy Steph and when he wanted to cut off the ring, and he knew that kind of stuff, and he was landing that overhand right whenever Cool Boy would try to get out of the way. So even if punches don't land clean, they still do damage from guys like Inoue, and that's the same for Tank. These guys have substantial power, but the thing is, Inoue's coming at a super bantamweight 122, and then you have a guy like Tank who's already pushing 140. So that's where I kind of say you guys kind of have to draw the line there, because I don't think that it's realistic to say that Tank is going to fight Inoue, anytime soon. I think it's a great matchup stylistically, but these guys aren't like near the same weight. I think just Inoue's too small for Tank, like physically. I'm not talking about height, because in my opinion, height doesn't really matter when you're at that elite level, but I think that size and physicality matters, because that also translates into power and punch resistance. I don't think Inoue would be able to take Tank's punch. He was able to take Cool Boy Steph's, biggest punch, because, Cool Boy Steph, with all due respect, he doesn't have that devastating KO power. We're reacting to that Inoue fight like he was a KO artist, like, we have to remember that he's a defensive fighter, and to do that to a guy like Cool Boy Steph, don't get me wrong, I was shocked. I didn't expect that to happen. I thought Inoue was going to win, but I thought it was going to be more towards the championship rounds that he potentially got a stoppage, and I would have probably leaned more towards a decision. But to stop a guy in the 8th round and basically drop him like 3 times, and then, you know, obviously get the stoppage win, it was scary. He's definitely someone you don't want to mess with if you're anywhere from 30 and under. But once we get to 35, that's where I think, you know, maybe that might be his threshold. Maybe that might be the ceiling for Inoue. I'm not trying to limit him or cap him in any way. I know he's one of those specimens. He's one of those talents that, you know, come once in a lifetime, in my opinion. I think that performance proved it. But he's been hurt by Donaire, like, and then you're going to compare that to a guy like Tank. I don't see it making a lot of sense in terms of if you're Inoue's, you know, manager. If you're Inoue, do you want to get in there with a guy like Tank? I don't know about that. You know, I'm very high on Inoue. I'm a big fan of his, but at the same time, it has to, you know, make sense in order. I know the money would be there, but it's more so, can you really compete with Tank? He's talented. The level of talent and IQ is undoubted, but it's the physicality aspect of it. It's the physical strength that I'm worried about, and I think it would, you know, just lean on Tank's side in his favor. It's a little bit too much. So I go with Tank in that matchup. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that, you know, Tank would even entertain an Inoue fight right now. I think he has his mind more set on Shakur or Devin, either of those guys. So, man, I'd love to see that, you know, somewhere down the line, but I don't think it happens, you know, relatively anytime soon. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about all this speculation of Inoue and Tank getting it on. Tremendous, you know, dream fight. I never say never, but I don't think anytime soon. No, definitely not. But let me know who you guys got. I probably got Tank in that one, but Inoue is, you know, nothing to be played with. So let me know in the comments. But thank you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell so you guys don't miss a thing. But thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. That's going to do it for another NASFight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.